Hi everybody, welcome. We are at a different cemetery. I have never been here. We're at the Austin Cemetery. This is a Civil War era cemetery. And I wanted to come here, and believe it or not, this is the first time I've been here. The Austin Cemetery, I'm going to have a seat, well, maybe not, because I got my phone in my pocket and I don't want to drop it. The Austin Cemetery has a really good story behind it. Back after the Civil War ended, some of the Civil War veterans started getting together once a year. They would gather at the Austin Church, and they would sit together. They would have beans. That was their meal. People were poor. And then after they sat around and talked and stuff, they would come out to the cemetery and they would clean up the cemetery and stuff. And they have done this every year. This has become a very big tradition in this area, and people come for miles to the Austin bean eating. Okay, and now they actually raise money from this Austin bean eating to take care of this cemetery. So, that simple little tradition of the Civil War veterans getting together has turned into something that is really pretty awesome. And I'm actually standing here in front of some Civil War era graves. And so, guys, I'm going to turn this around. We're going to walk around this really old cemetery. There's some amazing monuments and headstones in here. I can't wait to bring you along, so come on along with me. Let's check this place out. Like I said, guys, in the intro, I was standing right here next to these two. This is Beeman, Company H, 45th Missouri Infantry. And right here, right next to the road, and the sign is like right next to me. It's really wet. There's been a lot of rain here. We have Burgess Thomas Company. I can't tell if that's a C or a G. Battalion, Missouri. S, I think it's an S militia. So, right here as we first walk in, you might see Alan in the background. He's also walking around the cemetery. This is an amazing cemetery. You got some newer headstones over there. The older ones are right here in front of me, and they go all over. The cemetery is actually quite large. And of course, right here in front of me, and we have headstones going everywhere, and they're just gathered in groups. There's really no rhyme or reason, and you're going to see that with these older cemeteries. We have Baby Cummings, daughter of Gilbert and Etha Lincoln Cummings, April 23rd, 1919. That's, something we see a lot of. These guys here are calling to me. I also want to go check out that little group. And I like that monument right there. And there's some under the trees right there. This is pretty. We have William T. Moore. And guys, even if you watch this and you look in the comments and you don't see where Kim has commented on the video, please come back and look again. We have another Moore. Didn't quite make it to 30 years old. 27 years old. 1884. And then we have a Connolly. We actually have quite a few names. We have a Susan. I'm going to assume that's either James or Jason. Usually the JAS is usually James or Jason. More likely James. But I love this tall monument. That's so pretty. And people have their plants here. I like a cemetery that allows plants. These that are like, you can't have anything, or you're only allowed to have something and it's only there for 3 days and they take it and they throw it away on you. I don't like that. It just, to me, that's not right. I'm sorry. You know, it just isn't right. Look at how big and beautiful that is against the sky. Guys, that is just so amazing. That might be my thumbnail. Let me back up so I can get a good shot of that. That's so beautiful against the skyline. And again, guys, be ready for part 2 of this cemetery where we come back through. And I have the Spirit Talker app up. I love that app. I have not tried the Necrophonics since I got my new phone. It might be louder now, but I just haven't done anything with it yet. I'm slowly still trying to figure out my new phone. My other one was like trying to catch on fire. So I had to get a new phone, unfortunately. So that had to happen. And we have the flagpole. I want to come see what this is. I'm sure this is like a memorial marker. And we have a MD 1856. Tradition says a cowboy was thrown from his horse and buried where he fell. This is also reported to be the first grave in the Austin Cemetery. Really? Huh. There's one for you to look up for me, Kim. Let's see. Is there... Well, isn't that something? Well, that's amazing. I'd like to know more about that. That's pretty cool. I figured it'd be like a monument, like a dedication. So that's an amazing thing to find. And then we have another one. I'm trying to figure out G-A-R, Alan Ree. There are just so many headstones. I do want to make it back over to those 4 that were like over here. That were in that little group. So we have Will S. Metcalf. I'm not too far from Metcalf Avenue. Metcalf Avenue actually starts down here like around Drexel area. And he giveth his beloved sleep. And then Cordell Elizabeth A. Metcalf. And then we have Anna L. Metcalf. Here we have like little graves like halfway down through the aisle here. I have a thought on something, and I'll save that for a video. I'm going to do like a podcast style video. Oh, look at these. That I'll be recording at night. And I hope you guys like what I'm going to try to do some of. And we have Jane C., wife of R.R. Roberts, 1920, I believe 1926. Robert R. Roberts. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 1926. 19 And he died in 1872. Wait a minute. Jane C., 1831 to 1826. So she was 95 years old. So he was a bit older than her. And he died like quite a bit younger than she was. And then our little Eddie, if I can turn that, if we can see a date. It's sad to see children. It really is. I've been caught. Let's come over here. There they are, that group over there that I was talking about. And there's some in the trees right there. This is a nice little cemetery. I feel very much at peace. So we have a Seaver. Here's another one with the gates leading into heaven. But it doesn't have all the stairs and all the extra like some of them do. E.N. I think that says Wyatt. I'm not sure. Some of them are kind of hard to read. This is what intrigued me. This little grouping of like 5. And I bet we're not going to get any names off from any of it. It's kind of hard to see. And I picked the wrong pair of breeches because they keep sliding down. So we have Woolery. You get closer. We have Amanda. And we have L.C. Doesn't have anything special written under him, but he died in 1923. She died in 1906. And this is a Woolery. That is Dora Lee. I don't know if we can make out anything on dates or anything. Let's come over here. Yeah, the writing is on this side, but it's not going to make it out. That's sad. Let's come over here to these trees where everything's like in the brush. Well, it's not really brush. It's where they had their flowers and things, because I like the shape of that. This one's pretty too, this round one. I like this. We have Willie Carl. February 1898 to August 1946. This is the one that had like caught my eye. And there's like a stone laying down over there. So we have Tessie, daughter of AJ, maybe something. Maybe through the camera we can make that out, but that is amazing. I love that headstone. It's very pretty. Let's check out these that are in the tree. I don't know why ones in the tree always intrigue me. They just do. So on top we have a name. Daughter of... Oh gosh, I can't read it. The sun is just right here that... And we have Alvin. These just intrigued me. And I'm going to come around looking to see how long we've been filming. I try to keep these as short as possible so that people's interests are more piqued, because people don't like the long videos. So we have Julian Slythe, 1844 to 1891. Now she lived a fairly, 50, not quite 50. So I guess she died kind of young. Huh. That's interesting. Here we have this little odd-shaped headstone. Make sure I haven't dropped my other phone. It's a lot bigger than my other phone was, and he's kind of down in the ground there. I don't think we're going to make anything out. I think the top says father or mother. Might say mother. I think that says mother. Huh. My britches are slipping. I'm going to go over here because that one headstone looks like a pile of logs under that tree. I might hitch myself up here, guys. Sorry. But anyways, that's where we're headed next. And then we'll go through and do part 2 of this, where we break out the Spirit Talker app. I am intrigued with that headstone. Wow. That is just amazing. It says it's Blaine, Blaine, Lunice, Lunis Blaine, born February 13th. Are you kidding me? No way. No. No, there's something else there. February 18th. That's a 1 and 8. 1884. So we're almost to his birthday. February 18th, 1884. Died January. That's the N. 20th. 1908. So we're almost at his birthday. And the last name is Blaine. Over here we have James Blaine, born July 16th, 1830. And Lunis, that would be a woman. I'm sorry. Just dawned on me. Lunis is a female. So that would be his wife. This would be him. This is April 30th, 1902. Okay. So Lunis, now that I put the name together correctly, I could understand the name. So it's Lunis, now that I'm not like trying to spell it out. Lunis Blaine is his wife, and over here we have the husband, James. That's a pretty unique headstone there. I love all the vines and the leaves and the wood, kind of like a little log cabin. Makes me wonder if they're like cremated and they're inside of there. But if you look, we have, oh, it's Eunice, not Lunas. E. Is that an E? Yes, it is an E. Look. If I get that cleaned off, that's an E. Because over here we have Frank, son of James and Eunice. Well, if I look a little farther, we're going to, find more. And we have NBW. And then, of course, we have a corner marker for them. This is really soft. But how cool is that? So, all right. We're going to end this video right here with this one. And thank you guys for watching. And I'm going to bring you around to part 2. And I'll talk to all of you guys down in the comments below. Bye, everybody.